contact. Gallagher saved. Gallagher another stop. Loose ball shot. Score! I believe it's Natalie Perry again, number 13. Panthers have the lead for the first time tonight.
They take the lead with 4 seconds to go. No timeouts remaining. Post for the win. Go! Oh my God! Gonna keep them off the floor tonight. Wow! Tyler Post with the money on the table.
Riviere really starting to put some pressure on. Oh, Chantel Ross with the steal. Ross could be a 2-on-1. Pass out front. Chance. Richard. Big score! It's Addie Swanson, and it's 3-1 to Plymouth State.
Here in the penultimate game of the regular season. McPherson sees the hit coming, avoids contact as Lindsay came in. Shot score! It's Miles Abbott! Abbott getting his 15th goal of the season. A 5-0 Plymouth State lead. And here comes the celebration. For the 3rd time in a row, Plymouth State is your Mascat champions. Marsico trying to slip past Nelson. Lefty shot and a save by Sherbert. I don't think she realized she made the save as Mello picks up the ground ball. Sherbert, 10 saves so far. Taryn O'Brien first action, 1-0, Santum scores! Pump fakes, Shift had no answer. The Panthers work in transition and have their biggest lead of the afternoon.
Burke gets it to Fleury. Fleury inside of oh, what a play! Oh my land! Crosby fade through the legs and going top shelf.
St. Martin to try to win possession. Now Eli Child sends it into space. Good ball. Thomas Washington home looks up, plays into the box towards the far post. Chance here, and it's the overtime winner. What a finish by Ethan Bryce. And the Panthers come away with a 2-1 double overtime victory.
Right at the 6, in the middle, and that's it! Assist number 2,000 for Alexa Bryce. So there you have it. Career assist number 2,000. The 2,000 signs are above us in the fan zone. But again, getting that off your shoulders, you know everyone was counting for it. Now if you can settle into the match, not have to worry about that terrific feat again. Congratulations to Alexa Bryce. She's the 7th athlete all-time here at Plymouth State to eclipse 2,000 assists.
Vlahovic brings it up. Vlahovic looking for somewhere to go. Drives in. Shot layup. It goes off the glass, and we're tied at 51. 5 on the shot clock. Gets the screen. Jumper gets it a fall. Down, and that will do it. Plymouth State, a huge win at home.
So close, gotta be careful. Hats off to the freshman. Tight here. Can Carosi get the fall? He gets it. It's Plymouth State 29, NAC 22. Congratulations to head coach Eric Bergeron as he gets the Gatorade shower for his first win at the helm of his alma mater. Curve lifted to right, back towards the fence for Healy, and gone! A 2-run bomb for Nick Healy, and it's 8-0 Plymouth State.
Matilda Nellis now at the top of the course representing Plymouth State. 24 years old, originally from Belgium, skiing hotbed. And she is charging down the course, two-time world junior competitor.
And this is super risky skiing. She really just throws those legs out there. The upper body going in straight down the hill, but the lower body really just thrown out there, trying to get those skis up on edge. She had a World Cup start at Killington this year, didn't qualify, got the collar race there, and there is some crazy skiing right there. She is over the edge, unbelievable to make it through. She is on the red line, that is for sure. Let's help her. Make some noise coming to the finish. She reaches for it.
College, Trinity Hayes on the right there, followed by Jamie Moretti, Athena Comu, and a few others. Get ready for this race. Pretty even so far. With a 7:30 unofficial time. Looks like it will go to Plymouth Comu.
First pitch sent to left field. That's over the head of Nicholson to the fence. Archambault rounding third, coming home at an RBI double through Neil Lee. And it's the first hit of the game for the Panthers.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? This isn't going to be much of a performance, so just beware. Welcome to the 2022 Panthers. You can cheer. It's incredible to have everybody back together in the same room again. This is the first time we've held the Panther Awards in person since the spring of 2019. It seems like 1999. As a department, we've dealt with lots of challenges since then. Obviously, a cancellation of spring sports 2020, the awkward COVID year of 2020-2021, and the return to mostly normal this year. But through it all, this department has thrived. It hasn't been easy, but we've adapted. Coaches relied on new and creative ways to keep athletes engaged, and you student-athletes pushed through the health and testing regimens put in place by the university and athletics administration to keep us all safe. We've reached many milestones over the past year. We look forward to celebrating our graduating seniors and Panther Award winners tonight. The Panthers represents the best of what Plymouth State athletics stands for. Student-athletes who contribute to the legacy of PSU athletics by their commitment to their team, the department, the university, and our community, who strive for excellence athletically and academically, and who help leave Plymouth State a little better place than the way they found it. But before we begin today's celebration, I think it's appropriate to show our gratitude to a special group of people whose dedication and hard work, which often goes unnoticed, helped make this year so successful. I hope you will all join me in thanking them. It starts at the top, and the student-athlete experience has always been her primary focus since the first day on the job. Our Director of Athletics, Kim Bounds. Our Associate AD, and somebody I've now worked with for 11 years and still not once seen her in a bad mood. I know it's killing her not to be here tonight, but Courtney O'Clair. Our Assistant AD in charge of awkwardness, everyone's favorite dancing queen, Lauren Levine. Assistant AD and head athletic trainer, the man who's responsible for coordinating all of your transportation. If your bus smells bad, see him, Mr. Mark Legacy. Our student athletes have made huge strides in injury prevention and recovery since he joined our team, the Director of Strength and Conditioning, J.T. Thomas. The man who keeps you looking your best all year long, equipment manager Aaron Smith. The voice of the Panthers and head of our broadcast team, Dan Salzer. The one who makes sense of all the craziness that comes at our department every day and from every direction, Administrative Assistant Darcy Hoffman. And of course, our incredible athletic training staff, Micah Dion, Eric Gibbs. I didn't know Micah was so popular. Eric Gibbs, Rachel Springman, and GA's Jesse Corvo and Sean Spinard. And now please put your hands together for our fearless leader, the AD who does more behind the scenes to fight for you every single day, Kim Bounds.
Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the Panther Awards. I want to thank each and every one of you for representing Plymouth State athletics with class and sportsmanship throughout the years. You're all very important part of the university. And for the seniors tonight, I hope that you will stay in touch and be a part of the Panther family forever. It takes a great deal of hard work by all of you to be part of a collegiate program. So you should all be really proud. I also want to thank your coaches for the amount of work they put in to do this job. Although many folks on the outside think they can do it better, I guarantee they have no idea what the commitment takes. The X's and O's are not the hardest part of the job, and these coaches care about you so much. I wouldn't allow them to work here if they didn't. Let us all thank them now. To the Panther Award winners, congratulations on being chosen by either your coaches and/or your peers. You obviously had a big impact on your team in various ways, and we're really proud of you for that. Once again, thank you all for being Panthers, and once a Panther, always a Panther.
And now let's get on with the awards. We have 25 sports teams here, but there's one extra group that makes sure you guys are all able to compete at your best, our athletic trainers. Yeah, you can give them a hand. I'm sure that many, if not most of you, have had experience with head trainer Mark Legacy. What you may not realize is, as comfortable as he is breaking down injuries and prescribing rehab plans, he doesn't actually like public speaking. He's really enjoyed the last couple of years because he hasn't had to stand up in front of everybody to present the Athletic Training Panther Award, but he told me he's ready tonight. Let's have a hand for Mark Legacy.
You know what they say about people that don't like to speak publicly? You just kind of pick somebody and pretend they're in their underwear. And then I realized Chris was here. All right, here we go. This year's recipient has demonstrated exceptional clinical and academic leadership as an athletic training student. Professors and peers alike have commented on this individual's strong work ethic, dedication, and commitment to our profession, constantly pushing the limits of their education. This individual is inquisitive and has a thirst for thoroughly understanding key concepts and appropriately applying them in real-time situations. This individual is highly respected among their peers, student athletes, coaches, and professors, and is a member of PSU's new chapter of Iota Tau Alpha, National Honor Society for Athletic Training. This year's 2021-22 Panther Award recipient epitomizes the level of commitment, professionalism, and excellence that we look for in our students to serve as ambassadors of our rigorous program. Congratulations to this year's recipient, who is recently certified with the National Athletic Trainers Board of Certification and will begin their professional career, everybody be good, at Keene State. This year's recipient is Cassie Sear.
Cassie, a job's a job, but Keene State? Really? Next, we'll move on to a team that's battled in an incredibly challenging conference all spring and has a couple weeks left for a postseason push. This past weekend, Trey Parker put together one of the best pitching performances I've ever seen, allowing just 2 hits and retiring 18 consecutive batters in a complete game shutout. To present the Baseball Panther Award, please welcome head coach Clay Jenkins.
Guys, let's get our 3 seniors up here too, if we can. I see you up there. Max, Noah, Pete. We have Peter Laviolette, Noah Wachter, and Max Lamora.
Thank you.
Mark, I'm glad if there's anyone I dressed like tonight, it's you. Thank you for that. Baseball defines our Panther Award winner as our most valuable individual, and this year we opened that up to our players to be able to help the coaching staff and vote for our players. And there were definitely a different group of guys this year that could have won this award that we would have really been happy and proud to present it to, but when the voting came back from our players, it was very clear to us that this was our Panther Award winner. This individual transferred into Plymouth and immediately found a really good home, becoming a captain for our baseball team right away. And on the field, which is one of the very important subjective pieces that our players can vote on this most important and valuable individual, this guy was a bulldog, a hard worker, and historically in his life with baseball, he's had as much success as many in this room at your sport as you can have up to your college career. And things weren't necessarily going his way before he got to Plymouth, and even when he started here at Plymouth, things not really going exactly the way that he expected. But he persevered, he was a leader, he was one of the hardest workers who I've ever coached, and he stayed positive through a lot of trials and tribulations, which we were most proud of, and even in times of most frustration, he was as poised and professional as he could possibly be, which is a big piece of what we believe is a successful baseball player. Off the field, this individual led our guys in a really positive way, and although we've had some ups and downs, he's really kept us centered, and he's a great resource for our coaches to get a pulse on the players, but more importantly, good for our younger players who are learning what it is to be a Panther here at Plymouth, and for our older guys, showing them what it is to be pushed a little bit more than maybe otherwise. So we are extremely proud of this individual on the field. We're extremely proud and happy that he represents us off the field. For me personally, he comes just from one town over from where I live, which is not near here, and he is someone who I know I'm going to be proud of the rest of my life, good friends with. He's a really, really great person, and we're really happy to present Bobby Cleach with this Panther Award for baseball tonight.
Congratulations, Bob.
He looks sharp, huh? This next team wraps up its regular season this week, and after an incredible back-and-forth game on Saturday, I think we're all hoping they get a chance to exact some revenge on WestCon in the LEC tournament. From Lemons Lacrosse, head coach Sandy Bridgman.
Seniors can come up with their coach. Yeah.
So that's Emily, Emily Duffley, Kaylee St. Laurent, and Devin Mello. Oh, yeah. All right. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all of tonight's Panther Award winners and best of luck to all the graduating seniors. This year's Panther Award winner for women's lacrosse has shown consistent dedication, commitment, and genuine caring for her teammates. She embodies our team motto of attitude and effort in everything she does, whether it's a high-pressure game, a simple fall ball practice, an in-season lift, or out-of-season training. You know it, you name it, she shows up every single day with the same tireless and selfless approach. She is consistent, and she is consistently the person we all rely on. This player does not have the loudest voice, but it is always a positive one and one of the most respected. When she talks, players listen. Some might call her our team mom, but that's only because she's the one who is always looking out for the younger kids, giving them rides all over campus, and making sure they're on top of everything. This player is the unsung hero on our team, the glue that quietly keeps things together, and a tremendous representative of the women's lacrosse program. It's with great pride to announce the winner of this year's Panther Award winner for women's lacrosse, junior captain, Julia Mahoney.
It was a banner year for our swim teams. On the women's side, Madeline Svetten set 3 school records, and we had 5 medalists at the LEC championships. You can applaud. That's a big deal. And the men, in their first true season of competition, earned a 4th place finish at LECs, where they set an incredible 11 school records. Please welcome head coach Ann Barbeau. And seniors. And seniors.
I sure hope I did a good recruiting job for next year. I'm in trouble. Good evening, everyone. It is my honor and pleasure to name our PSU swim team Panther Award winners as elected by the team members. The PSU swim team has voted for the Panther Award based on the student athletes who best exemplify the following criteria: dedication to the team and the sport of swimming by supporting fellow athletes and the coaching staff, good sportsmanship at all times, role model and leader around the pool, the weight room, the swim meets, as well as academically, leads by example, shows up to all events on time and consistently, which is a difficult thing to do at times, you all know, and is friendly, helpful, encouraging to all teammates. This year, we are very happy to have both a men's and a women's Panther Award recipient. The swim team's female winner is a 4-year senior and this year's team captain, Liz O'Sullivan. Our male Panther winner is a freshman and next year's team captain, Leiden Fogg.
Our men's ice hockey team had another outstanding year, winning a 9th MASCAC regular season title and 3rd straight MASCAC tournament championship. The team ended the year ranked 15th in the country. Miles Abbott was the player of the year. He also became the program's first AHCA All-American, and 3 players earned All-MASCAC recognition, not to mention Coach Craig Russell, who was named Co-Coach of the Year. So let's hear it for Coach Russell and his seniors. Come on up.
Your speech, or does that stay here?
What's that?
Does your speech stay here?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, Chris actually forgot to mention somebody, and that's himself. So big round of applause for Chris and everything he does behind the scenes for us.
I'm going to do this surprise here instead of just in my office, but I have named Chris Kilmer as an assistant athletic director.
That comes with a significant pay raise, right?
Just the title.
Congratulations, Chris. Well deserved. Good luck to all of our spring teams still competing. Best of luck through your playoffs. Congratulations to all the recipients tonight. It's a very special occasion to have everybody together again and to win this award. This award's indicative of your hard work and your dedication to your team. Our recipient this year has given so much to our program, our university, and our community. Ben Chipman is always around, whether it's at the rink, in the weight room, walking downtown, in the classroom, anywhere else you can imagine. I've seen him on TV every morning when I sit there with my son and have breakfast. If you've seen him in any of these places, you've probably been late to your next destination because he can drive a conversation like no one else. While joking aside, this is Ben's greatest attribute. He talks a lot, but he does so because he cares. He genuinely wants to engage in conversation and talk about you. And he never forgets a previous discussion because he'll want to go deeper into that initial chat. So if you see him, block out some more time for conversation number 2. He's found success in every way here. He's a 4.0 student in the marketing department with a professional sales concentration, the top sales student, belonging to every single honor society he possibly can, and he's going to return for his MBA next year. He's respectful, funny, empathetic, compassionate, and always willing to give his time to help others. For all of these reasons and many others I don't have time to talk about, Ben Chipman is our 2022 Panther Award recipient.
And now it's time for one of our newest head coaches. The softball team is right in the middle of a log jam of teams battling for playoff positioning with a couple big games coming up this week. Over the weekend, Alyssa Wilson helped secure an important win with an 11 strikeout performance. Please welcome Mike Bernier and the seniors.
Senior softball players are Lauren Archambault, Emily Picard, Nia Colby, Katie Burt, Maddie Harris. So this year's Panther Award for softball was voted on by her peers for the, on the softball team, obviously. What we looked for was what exemplified leadership, not necessarily in a statistical standpoint, but who was there for her team and the mental capacity as well as the physical role. We always stretch pitch for pitch, out for out, inning for inning. And I had a pleasure of coaching this young lady for 4 years, 3 as an assistant, and this year as a head coach. She leads by example. She's not big on the verbiage, but when she does speak, it's of substance and it's empowering. Her role this year had changed. In the past, she was mainly a second baseman. She stepped up and she filled different positions. She filled left field. She filled right field. She even came to practice early when we needed a catcher to help out with the pitching staff. And all of these things were never asked of her. She would just always volunteer. I can't say enough about her. It's been an honor to coach her. Lauren Archambault.
I don't know about all of you, but it seems like the fall sports season was decades ago. One of the biggest highlights from the fall was the volleyball team's unbeaten run through the Little East. Going on to claim the program's 5th regular season title, the team boasted the LEC Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, and 2 all-conference first-team selections. Joan Forge, come on up. Seniors, right behind her, please.
We had 6 seniors on the volleyball team this fall, and 5 of these players were my first recruit class when I was hired at Plymouth State 5 years ago. And this group will always hold a special place in my heart. Were you all laughing at my lack of height? Yeah, I could see over the podium. Even my athletic director's giving it to me. Hannah Chartier was voted on by her teammates and coaching staff to receive the volleyball team's Panther Award. You can give her a round of applause. When I think of Hannah, the following quote comes to mind. Character is defined by what you do when no one is looking. Hannah was a quiet captain, doing so many things behind the scenes. What impressed me the most is that she never looked for or needed praise or a thank you. She took it upon herself to do the little things that help get lots of jobs done and make the program successful. A few examples of Hannah being helpful to the program, or should I say Hannah being Hannah. She was the first player to volunteer and show up whenever the volleyball recruits arrived at the ice arena for their campus tour with the team. I can always count on Hannah being there at the designated time and making the recruits feel comfortable. After matches, Hannah made sure the uniforms made it to the laundry room and everything was cleaned up and put away. She also took the responsibility of making sure the bus drivers, after our away matches, had directions to our place for dinner. One of our overnight trips, she helped me in the hotel laundry room wash and dry the uniforms so they would be ready for the next day. And I don't think any of her teammates ever knew she did that. These are just a few examples of what Hannah did behind the scenes. I want to mention one more thing that impressed me, and it was right before the start of one of our conference matches. And Hannah told me she wasn't feeling well, and she said, I don't think I can play up to 100%. I think you need to put somebody else in my place. This is one of many examples of Hannah putting her team first. The legacy that Hannah leaves behind is her incredible work ethic, her willingness to help players around her improve, the encouragement and insurmountable support she demonstrates toward her teammates, both on the court and on the sideline. We have big sisters and little sisters in the volleyball program, and Hannah's little sister, Michaela Marucci, had to say this about Hannah. Hannah made practices and games enjoyable, and her passion for the game was contagious. We are appreciative of the time that she played with us, and we will miss her dearly. In closing, Hannah was a valuable and integral part of our program. She led by example for future players to follow. I feel proud and honored to give this Panther Award to Hannah Chartier, AKA HC.
Next up is the busiest coach that we have on staff. In addition to piloting 6 programs throughout the course of the year, he manages all well, worked nonstop to help other programs manage practices despite no access to the field house, and most impressively led our indoor track teams to 3rd and 4th place finishes at the LECs despite not having a practice facility. He's racked up some serious frequent flyer miles this year, taking Mike Olson to Kentucky for cross-country nationals, Jacob Rigoli to North Carolina for indoor nationals, and a little aside, congratulations, Jacob. He became the first Plymouth State All-American thrower and finished 3rd in the weight throw at nationals. And we're all hoping there's a trip to Ohio next month for outdoor nationals, presenting cross-country and track and field awards, head coach John Osler.
Cross-country and track and field seniors, Randall Scroggins, Haley Botello, Ryan Latarella, Marianne Cousins, Michael J. Barrett, Kyle Mao, Mia DeMarco, Claire Grenadier, CJ Miller and Terrell Lewis, and Emily Geislers. And also Duke. Yep. Good job, guys. You were great up there. I'd like to say a couple quick thank yous, not only to the administration, Darcy, everybody that kind of helps everything go day to day. I was fortunate enough to work with some great athletic trainers, cross-country, indoor, and outdoor this year. So thank you to them. And then most importantly to my assistant coaches, Brian Dutel, Leo Shattuck, Alice Field, and Will Tift. Were just terrific. Yeah, so a round of applause. I have 4 awards, so I'll try and get through them quickly. But I'd like to start with the Panther Award winner for women's track and field. Our Panther Award winner on the women's track side, or I guess I should say field side, she embodies a lot of the same characteristics that we've already talked a lot about today. Relentless hard worker, whether it's in practice, especially in the weight room. But I think the thing that I admire most about her is just an undaunted sense of positivity through everything. She's really the glue of her event group. I think her teammates really feed off her positivity on a daily basis, and I know I can speak from personal experience. You know, no matter what my day in the office was like, whenever I see her show up for practice with a big smile on her face and ready to work, it always kind of turns my day around. So women's track and field Panther Award winner this year is Bree Fearon. Congratulations. Yeah. Let's go over there. That's the smile I was talking about. The Panther Award winner for men's track and field, I think I can speak for all the coaches in the room when I say, we all know the value and importance of leadership. And over the course of my coaching career, I really found that there are three, speaking broadly, of course, there are three different types of leaders. There's maybe the natural leader who is charismatic and people kind of like gravitate towards him or her just naturally. There's the leader that may be a little bit kind of apprehensive to take that responsibility, but is willing to be coached and is willing to do what's good for the team. And then every once in a while, you get that special third type of leader who's not only a natural leader, but also takes it seriously and thinks of it like a skill that he or she can improve on and get better in practice. And that's this person. He came to me early on in his sophomore year and he said, "Coach, I might not score a lot of points, but I know that my value to this team is going to be as leadership." And I knew right there that it wasn't just a case of him wanting the notoriety or any of the like the pomp and circumstance that comes with being a leader or a captain. He wanted to do it because he saw potential value in what he could bring to the team. And every single season since he made that commitment to me, he's been in my office on a regular basis asking what he can do to improve, taking on different responsibilities, even unprompted. And he's really kind of taken leadership as seriously as he takes all the technical work that he does for his events. So without further ado, the men's track and field Panther Award winner is Michael J. Barrett, the jumper. I always have to specify. Congrats, Mike. Thank you. Yeah. So finally, I'm going to give out the cross country Panther Awards both simultaneously because so 5 years ago I got an email from the head coach of cross country and track at Plymouth High School, and she told me, "Hey, I got two athletes for you, but just FYI, they're kind of a package deal. So they're going to come in as a package and they're going to leave as a package deal." These two, they came to that recruiting visit that their coach helped set up. To be quite frank with you, the first thing I told them was like, your high school performances are a little bit on the outside edge of what we typically recruit. But I'm not going to ever dismiss anybody offhand, right? If you promise to be a hard worker, you come to practice every single day ready to work hard, you're going to be a good teammate, and you're dedicated to cross country and track, then you're going to have a spot on our team. And they both looked me directly in the eye and said, "Yeah, that's who we are." And never once over the last 4 years have I ever had any occasion to doubt them. A really good coach told me one time, he said, if you have a good team or you want to know what your team is, don't look at the set, like what your top runners are doing or your top athletes are doing. Don't look at the example that they set, but look at the example that maybe the back of your pack or the middle of their pack is setting. And we were a good team this year because of the example that these two set. I'd say the only problem with that is that over the past 4 years, they've worked themselves into really, really talented, strong athletes. So the Panther Award winners for men's and women's cross country is Haley Botello and Randall Scroggins.
All right, we are now at the portion of the program where we would normally turn things over to our comedian in residence, men's soccer coach Rob Wright, for his annual terrible jokes. As luck would have it, the only date the team could find for their NTS playdate was today. So I've agreed to do my best to stand in for Rob. I'm not gonna butcher it with a British accent, Ryan. But I did run these by him earlier today, and he very much approved. What kind of a noise does a witch's vehicle make? Broom, broom. Okay, good. He got that one too. What do you call it when a group of apes starts a company? Monkey business. All right, show of hands, how many of you have heard of or know the band Oasis? All right, so like all the coaches and a handful of the student athletes, that's what I figured. Yeah, Oasis was cool when I was in college, so I'm dating myself. Anyway, I love the band. The other day, I was walking around the house singing Wonderwall to my wife. She told me, stop. I said, maybe. Come on, that was funny, come on. Anyway, we still wanted to recognize our men's soccer seniors, even though Coach Wright isn't here. So Alyosha Westbrook and Eli Child, please come on up. And Coach Wright told me that the Men's Soccer Panther Award winner is going to be announced next week at the team's annual Mation Cliche game. So you'll just have to wait and find out who that is. Next up, women's hockey hosted a playoff game for just the second time in program history last February, and Georgia McClellan earned all NEHC honors. I know I speak for the entire administration when I say we are very excited about the new direction the program is headed after our announcement of our hiring of a new head coach this morning. Here to present the Women's Ice Hockey Panther Award is assistant coach Evan Turek.
So a special group of seniors here for me. My first group of seniors here with Plymouth State, Georgia McClellan, Siri Brett, Liv Petito, Zoe Kilich, and Cassidy Lyons. So Dan, we can edit this sunburn off in that photo, right? Absolutely. The girls were quick to let me know maybe not the best tie choice for the night. So tonight's Panther Award recipient for our group, as voted on by the team, is a player who's an intense motivator, key for our team, and I do mean intense, both on the bench, on the ice, and in the locker room. She's a fierce competitor, and she's one of the toughest players I think I've ever coached, both mentally and physically. There's no doubt in our group, as we voted, that this player would do anything to put on the Panther logo and support her teammates. It's especially special for me to announce this player tonight because I actually met her before taking this job with Plymouth State as she was volunteering her time in the local hockey community and representing Plymouth State with the utmost professionalism. I would absolutely do anything, drop anything to write a recommendation letter for this player. She's got the best helmet paint job on the team, and she only holds the stick with one hand. Number 33, Olivia, stay out of my crease, Petito.
A pair of injuries in the season opener set a tough tone to start this season, but this team has battled back, and a huge come-from-behind win last week gave them prime chance to lock up a playoff spot this week. From men's lacrosse, head coach Mike Willis.
We got our seniors, Riley Roy, Mitch Stevens, Mitch Privé, Cam O'Shaughnessy, and Mark Iamelli. Okay, it's my my honor to present the 2022 Panther Award for Men's Lacrosse to Cam O'Shaughnessy. So Cam is, in my sense, the ultimate teammate. All right, Cam has not been the guy at the top of the stat sheet, the guy that's on the the write-ups after the game, but he is the guy that shows up every day to practice, ready to get better, ready to compete, ready to make his teammates better, and we can't say enough about that. He's also been probably one of the most improved players that we've had from where he started freshman year to where he is now. His commitment to the men's lacrosse team is unmatched. Outside of lacrosse, Cam's been a great student and a member of our community. I think the best way he represents that is Cam, in his free time outside of lacrosse, is a member of our National Guard serving our state and our country. I think that just shows to his character. Can't say enough about Cam and what he's done for this program. He also wears our number 23, which is a special number in our program. So congrats again, Cam.
This next team was back on campus for a full season for the first time since the fall of 2014. The field hockey team picked up a double overtime win in the regular season finale at WestCon to secure a playoff spot for the 13th time in the last 14 seasons, and also had a pair of all-conference selections. Please welcome head coach Bonnie Lord.
Mariah Lucier, Jesse Mosquita, Natalie Perry. Good evening. Congratulations to our graduating seniors and Panther Award recipients. Our 2021 recipient is being honored as a person and a player who leads by example. Every team, every company, big or small, is successful due to its leadership. Our 2021 recipient is positive, has a tremendous work ethic, thinks of her teammates first and herself last every single day. She is passionate about her sport, respectful of her teammates, is a talented and competitive player. A strong role model and an outstanding representative for PSU field hockey and Plymouth State athletics. She will carry these admirable traits of honesty, character, integrity, and compassion into her profession, just as she did every day for 4 years as a student athlete. Coach Kate and I are honored to have coached her and couldn't be more proud of her and all she stands for. Kim always says to play a sport at PSU is a privilege, not a right. Indeed, it was our privilege to coach this outstanding young woman. We present the PSU Field Hockey 2021 Panther Award to senior captain Mariah Lucier.
The men's basketball team had an electric season with some thrilling wins. None bigger than Kyler Bose's pull-up three as time expired to knock off number 25 UMass Dartmouth on Senior Day. And if you haven't watched the highlight clip that Dan put on our YouTube channel, do it and watch the referee at midcourt who signals the basket's good 4 very aggressively times. The team hosted a playoff game for the second full season, topping WestCon to make it to the semifinals in back-to-back years. And Bose was the first team all-conference honoree. Here's head coach Andrew Novick.
We need our seniors.
Apparently.
Watching the Celtics game. You know, this is a special class because I think in order to be seniors, you have to have a tremendous amount of perseverance to make it through COVID. And when I look at these guys, I see them on the basketball court and admire their skill, but I also admire their ability to sit through a 14-day quarantine, sometimes multiple quarantines, and come back stronger. This year's recipient of the Panther Award is up here. And our season was a very successful season, but we started this season in our conference 2-5. And in order to finish the season strong, which we did and won 7 of our last 8, or 7 of our next 8, excuse me, you have to have somebody that shows his brightest strengths in some of your darkest moments. And this year's recipient is a young man who inspires us all, even those that are not playing basketball. He's a tremendous asset to the community. He's a wonderful friend and teammate to all of us, and just an amazing young man with an incredible future ahead. This year's recipient of the Panther Award is Manny Alessandro.
It's been 4 years of steady improvement for the wrestling team that culminated in head coach Eric Bergeron's first dual meet win on senior day. I hope you all saw him get the Gatorade shower on the video. But the highlight of the wrestling season probably came just days before at the Henry Marsh Invitational at UNH, where the team had 8 place finishers. Chase Anestis won the 184-pound bracket, and the team took home second place. Coach Bergeron, come on up.
There it is. Senior Will Jarvis. Got my notes. All right. First off, I'd just like to thank everybody, the administration, the athletic training, the weight room staff for helping us get through another tough year and really what they do for our student athletes to help be successful. So round of applause for all those guys. This year's Panther Award goes to a guy that's been on a building block for our program for the last 4 years, been a huge reason why we have the culture on our team, being a huge reason why we have the guys on our team. He's a 4-year varsity letterman, 2-year captain, and will be graduating in May with a degree in physical education. I couldn't be happier to give this year's award to Will Jarvis.
From the wrestling mat to the mountains, for the 3rd straight year, the ski team had multiple racers qualify for nationals, as Matilda Nellis and Franny McDonald made the trip to Park City, Utah. Our men's skiers took 5th in the GS at EISA Championships. The women were 4th in the slalom. Please welcome head coach Trevor Hamilton. With his seniors.
Seniors Hunter Watson, Trevor Maxwell, Thomas Shantler, Finbar the Magnificent Malcolm, Kelvin Cochran, Nico Siovas, Rachel Smith, Katie Townsend, and Matilda Nellis. great honor to be here. Two people I want to thank especially for being a big part of the success for our program. Not sure if you guys all realize it, but in skiing there aren't technically divisions like there are in a lot of the other sports. We compete against the best NCAA collegiate skiers in the country. And so when we go to NCAA championships, it's against the best skiers in the entire country. So these guys from a small Division III school, they're the David versus Goliath, and I'm really proud of them, and you guys all should be too. So that being said, I want to give a special thanks to John Thomas and his staff for helping our guys get really strong and for being a big part of their success. And then I want to give a personal thank you to Darcy, wherever you are, for I'm pretty sure I win the award for the coach who makes the most mistakes when it comes to the financial documentation. So thank you, Darcy. Make a point to focus on things going well on the hill, but not always as sharp when it comes to turning in my receipts. Something I'd like to do while I have a chance, and I'll do it as quickly as I can, is recognize some of our athletes who were named to the United States Collegiate Ski Coaches Association Intercollegiate All-Academic Ski Team. There are 12 of them, which is the maximum number that you can have named to that team, which means that they raced in our regional championships, and they also maintain more than a 3.5 GPA. So if I can call you guys up, I'd like to come up and give you your certifications. I'll call you, and then you guys can all come up. That's Cameron Metzger, Matilda Nellis, Ava Pavlik, Rachel Smith, Katie Townsend, and Franny McDonald for the ladies. Hold on. And Tommy Shantler, Hunter Watson, Finbar Malcolm, Jorgen Breivik, Kelvin Cochran, and Max Hausman for the guys. Come on up, guys. Why don't you guys just stay up here for the sake of being quick. For the sake of time, I'm just going to have them stay up here. Plus, it's always helpful to be around the smart people. Makes me look good. One other thing about academics that's really interesting, and I learned of it today, we have 3 seniors who were named as having the highest GPA in their entire major, and they're all ski team members. And for chemistry, that was Nikos, wherever Nikos is. Nikos Siovis, who's over there. Yeah, you can stay, Nikos. You don't have to come. For biology, that was Rachel Smith, right? Biology. And for biochem, Katie Townsend, who's up here. We go on to talk a little bit about the Panther Award now. I have 2, as you guys know, we have both a women's and men's ski team. I'll try to get through this as fast as I can for you. For the ladies, we'll go with the ladies first. This award's going to go to a senior, a captain who has been a 4-year member of the program, worked incredibly hard, both academically and athletically, an absolutely go-to person for me and for all of her teammates, organizing tons of things outside of the normal realm of her responsibilities as a captain. I'm really proud of her academic prowess. She ended her ski racing season this year by winning the Sugar Slalom over at Stowe. It's one of the oldest ski races in the nation, and it's her home hill. And she is going to be going to grad school at UVM, I think in the nursing program. Rachel Smith, our Panther winner for the ladies. Do them both at the same time? Individual. I think one of the things that defines student athletes, especially with the aspect of being able to be successful in the future, is their ability to overcome difficulties and how they respond, not when things are easy and not when things are going well, but how they respond to difficulty and hard situations. So not so much being up at what they do when they have to get up. And this individual that for the guys team, the men's team, has really defined overcoming adversity more than any athlete I think I've worked with in a very long time. As a freshman, he came in with had a knee injury, which he spent some time trying to recover from as a sophomore. Then last year, as a junior, the season started, and one of the first races of the year, he was on fire, and then he got a concussion and was basically unable to compete for the rest of the season. Then this year came, and again, working incredibly hard in the weight room, usually one of the first people to be at the workout, and oftentimes one of the ones that's always there at the end, willing to help with tear down and anything else that needs to happen. And then he got COVID. So again, senior year, really still waiting to see what he's capable of. Finally overcomes COVID, gets back into the races. His training, first of all, starts beating a lot of the other guys, and a lot of people started scratching their heads, and got named to the carnival team, raced the final 3 carnivals, did incredibly well, and I'm really proud of him. And our men's Panther Award winner this year, Kelvin Cochran. Thanks, guys.
After a slow start to the season, our football team ripped off 5 straight wins. During that stretch, outscoring the opponents by a margin of 138 to 41. Ryan Milliken highlighted an electric special teams group. He was named D3Football.com All-Region Team as a returner. He had 3 return touchdowns on the year. Nobody else in the Mascat got into the end zone. And we had 7 players earn all-conference recognition. Here's head coach Paul Castonia.
We got Mike Tessier, Gavin Moody, Thanos Balukas, Zach Caffrey, Big Marvin Josephat, James Morrow, Brian McGow, Gabe Burrow, Zach Harris, and back up is Terrell Lewis. Peyton Sommer came in the other way. Dan Carey came in the other way. All right. Let's get, can I get Coach Z up here for this picture as well? Like Chris said, our season certainly did not get off to the start we were looking for, but it's a credit to these guys to, after starting out 0-4, to win 5 straight. And we give our Panther Award to a guy who represents the program in all the right ways, both on and off the field. And this year I'm proud to give it to a guy who was actually recommended to us 4 years ago from a former player who was one of his coaches. This individual came here and unselfishly switched positions and worked very hard to become a very good player at his new position, but was always willing and able to help out in other spots as well. I occasionally ask the guys, have you figured out what you're going to do with the rest of your life yet? this guy has. He's worked hard in the classroom and done well there as well, and has a job lined up doing exactly what he wants to do. And I'm proud to give our Panther Award to Brian McGow.
Our women's soccer team opened the season with 3 straight shutouts. In all, Plymouth State goalkeepers posted 6 clean sheets on the year. We had 4 players earn all-conference recognition. Head coach Ryan Joy, come on down.
And our record 10 seniors that are all coming down here right now. We have Lizzie Block, Taylor Sawirski, Elena Register, Jordan Meyer, Ashley Acevedo, Mallory Lloyd, Alexis Seda, Cab Robbins, Sarah Hicks, Emily Geislers, and of course, you know, Duke. If we have an extra blanket for Duke, let's get him one as well. So I had something written down, but I threw it out, so I'm going to just speak from the heart here. This year's Panther Award recipient for women's soccer, there are so many people on the team this year that is deserving of this award, but Coach Swanson and I just kept coming back to this one player time after time, and she's truly been an inspiration to every single person within our family. And the last game she got to play competitively, she scored one of the best goals I've ever seen in my life down in Eastern Connecticut. And unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, hasn't been able to get on the field yet. But this player who, if you get a chance to meet her, she's going to brighten your day. Any person who gets to interact with her, she's just truly amazing, truly inspirational. And I just give her so much credit because she shows up every single day. She's a leader off the field. She is one of the best people I know, and she's truly deserving of this award. If you ever need a quick one-liner or a conversation starter to avoid awkward conversations, she's got 101 of them. So Gigi Wood, she's this year's women's soccer Panther Award recipients.
Women's basketball bookended its season with a pair of thrilling victories, outrunning up-tempo Westfield State in the home opener, and wrapping up the home slate with a dynamic overtime win against WestCon. Jalen Cook and Alessia Salzillo combined for 31 points, including 8 in overtime. And our defense limited WestCon to just 3 points in extra frame to pick up the win. Here's head coach Leah Swanson. Or not. Here's assistant coach Dale Emerson.
Thanks, Chris, for that introduction. I would like to call up my seniors, but we don't have any, so that's great for next year. A couple things that Coach Swanson wanted me to say and read on this year's winner, but I got a few things to say, like 45 minutes worth, but we'll be all right. I'd like to thank the administration, Dan, Chris, Kim, all those guys, Darcy. So it's always good to see, get to practice at like 7:30 at night and they're still here. So I commend them for that. Thank you. This year's winner, we had a hard time discussing this. We went back and forth. We'd like to give out 11 Panther Awards, but we only have 3 left. So, but however, this one person is dedicated to the team. And again, when you go through tough times and you don't have a successful season record-wise, but this person and a lot of the other teammates came up with smiles on their face. But I'm going to read something from Coach Swanson, and I'm going to blank out the name just in case. This year's Plymouth State Women's Basketball Panther Award winner goes to, and I'm going to delay it. I've had an opportunity to be her coach since her freshman year, and then every year it's an honor to see her grow into quite a leader and caretaker like no other of her teammates and everyone around her. The characteristic traits that come to mind of her presence in this program are selfless, integrity, and heart. And those words have been mentioned already, but this is a true description. Although she may not get 20 to 30 minutes a game or rack up the stat sheet, her passion and sportsmanship remain constant, which is very important. She lifts her teammates and pushes through adversity she faces daily. I'm incredibly proud and honored to be her coach. Coach is, I have to say that. She earned this recognition. Congratulations, and I'm still not going to say it, okay? Because this player, on one of the trips, long trips that we had, texted me on the bus and what it took to be a great teammate. And to me, I've saved that because there's a lot of good things on that list. And some players could say 9 out of 10, some could say 7 out of 10, but this player here is definitely 10 out of 10. So I'd like to congratulate her, and I'm not done yet. A couple of things we did through the season. We had an M&M bag. So I don't know if you guys saw the M&M bag on campus, but we had a lot of fun with that. And we did take a M&M box out of CVS. They'll never miss it. So on that point, I'd like to congratulate the Panther Award, and I guess I'm going to have to say her name now, Emily Van Steesburg.
So, Dale, I know this is your first time presenting the award, but I'm just going to give you a little future advice. In your speech, do not admit to theft. And last but certainly not least, the women's tennis team once again had a great year. The team finished 11-5 overall and blanked Salem State in the LEC tournament. Tessa Labar earned all conference honors, and with just one graduating senior, the team looks poised for another big year next fall. Please welcome head coach Barbara Ralski-Willett.
I know you've been sitting a long time, but Chris, I'm going to take more than my 90 seconds tonight because this is the last time that I will be up here, and it's the end of my 50-plus years coaching career. And I have something I'd like to say. The reason my life is going in a different direction, and now I'm moving from coach to caregiver. My husband's been diagnosed with dementia and Alzheimer's, and my husband started out as a football coach here at Plymouth State in the Joe Dudak era. And now things are progressing, and I'm needed at home to celebrate what's left and not grieve what's lost. You see, we think he comes by it rightly. He had 2 concussions from bad car accidents. He played high school and college football, and that was back in the day where they hauled you off the field and then they went like this. How many fingers do you see? Okay, coach, he's ready to go back in. And then to top it off, he was a boxer. So there is no cure for dementia or Alzheimer's yet, and there are only pills to delay the progression. So I'm needed at home, and that's where I will be. So at this time, I'd like to do some public thank yous. Kim Bounds, Lauren Levine, Courtney O'Clair, your passion and your dedication to Plymouth State athletics is exemplary, and I thank you for my time here. Mark Legacy and Eric Gibbs, your dedication and your help for women's tennis, your department is second to none, and I would send anybody there any day. Thank you. These 2 gentlemen back here, by the show that we have had tonight and by the PR that each team gets covered, is second to no Division I program. JT, I don't know if you're here tonight, but thank you for making strength and conditioning a place that my players like to go and understand the value of how it benefits their playing. Thank you. Darcy Hoffman, where are you? You have saved me numerous times. But most of all, I thank you for your listening ears. Bonnie Lord and Joan Forge, my golden girls, thank you for your friendship. And lastly, I'd like to thank this year's team. I can't ask of a better way to end my career. Little things. I never picked up a piece of garbage. I heard pleas and thank yous to coaches, players, bus drivers. We had fun. We had laughs. They are outstanding in the classroom and did an outstanding job on the tennis court. And I can't wait to see what you bring to the world when you live Plymouth State. I'm very thankful and blessed for the time that I've had here. And how lucky are we to be here at this time in this place? We could be anywhere in the world, but we're here. And I'm truly thankful for being at Plymouth State. Once a Panther, always a Panther. And I'm sorry to have made you stand there during that. My Panther Award winner is a 4-year player who's our captain this year and presently stands 21st in career singles wins.
but her value is not in any kind of numbers, even though you've been invaluable the last 2 years on the varsity top 6. Julie's a kind, compassionate young lady, and she cares about her teammates, she cares about Plymouth State women's tennis, and she cares about her coach, and it's evident in her actions every single day. The Panther Award winner for women's tennis this year is Julie Miller.
Coach, you got to stay here. You got to stand front and center. So I wasn't expecting you to announce that to everybody, so you kind of screwed up my plan here. So I'm just going to skip over the first paragraph. But we are going to take a couple minutes to congratulate and perhaps embarrass you a little bit. Barb came to Plymouth State as an assistant coach in 2003 before taking over the head coaching job the following year, which means outside of coaches and administrators in the room, just about everybody else here was wearing diapers when her collegiate coaching career started. Gas was $1.88 a gallon. We were still 3 years from keeping up with the Kardashians. Facebook was just being founded. So if you're good at math, you've probably figured out that Barb has been the head coach for 18 years. That makes her the longest tenured tennis coach by a decade and the 4th longest head coach of a women's team in Plymouth State athletics history. It's a big deal. Women's tennis has been at Plymouth State since 1968. In all that time, there have been 6 seasons with double-digit wins. All 6 came during Barb's tenure. Plymouth State's been to the NCAA women's tennis tournament 2 times. Guess how many Barb was head coach for? 2. She leaves Plymouth State with 143 wins. That's 98 more than the next closest coach in the program. But Barb has brought much, much more to Plymouth State and the tennis program than wins. Have we thoroughly embarrassed you quite yet? Yeah. Good? Okay. Well, I've got bad news then. We're not quite done. If everybody would please turn your attentions to the screens on the side of the theater. We weren't the only ones that wanted to say thank you.
Hi, Coach. I just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement. I'm so happy for you, and I want to give you a big thank you for all the love and support you gave me on and off the tennis court. I'm truly grateful for our relationship, and I'm not sure if I would have gone through college without you. So thank you again for everything you did for me and my family. I'm so excited for you in this next chapter of your life. Now it's time to focus on you. You will be missed on the tennis courts, but we are so grateful for all the times that we've had with you.
Hi, Coach. I can't believe I'm recording a video right now for your retirement. Thank you so much for being such a supportive coach to me over the past 4 years. I grew so much as a player and as a person during my time with you. Thank you for all the late night phone calls, spaghetti dinners, and the crazy prizes at practice. I knew I was only such a small part of your career, but you were such a large part of mine. And Plymouth State women's tennis will miss you.
Congrats, Coach. We're so excited for you on your retirement. We're just so grateful for the 4 years that we spent with you as, our coach, our mentor, and just really just such a family influence at our time at Plymouth State. Not only were you such an important role for the 4 years that we were in college, but also just so influential for kind of all these years afterwards and kind of the relationships that we formed. We appreciate you so much. We know that Plymouth State does, and so do all of the other tennis players that we're lucky enough to be able to have you as their coach. Just thank you again, and we love you.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations. Such a successful end of your monumental achievement as our collegiate tennis coach at Plymouth State, the luckiest university in the world to have had you as their head women's coach for so long. You meant more to us than a coach. You're the reason we all went there. You gave us a family for 4 years, and I'm speaking for all of us on your team. We wouldn't have traded it in for the world. Thank you so much. You deserve this.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach, I just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement and thank you for everything that you did for me and for the team for the 4 years I was there, and that you still continue to do. You are much more than a coach to me, and I am so thankful that I got to play for you and learn so much from you on and off the court. And I appreciate all those spaghetti dinners and all the fun things you did aside from just being the coach. And I will never forget the day where you brought a piñata with Salem State's logo and Rick's logo, and we smashed the piñata before our semifinal and finals. Really got us into it. You always were creative in inspiring us, and even to this day you still inspire me, and I'm so thankful for you, and I hope you have so much fun hanging out with your family and your grandkids, and can get still plenty of practice out on those tennis courts.
Hi Mom, happy retirement. I know this day really is bittersweet for you and has all the emotions, but I just wanted to let you know how very proud we all are of you. It has been such an honor through the years to be able to watch you do what you do and do it so well. You've had such an impact on the Plymouth community and all of these generations of young women growing up. I know that I am who I am largely because of you, and I know that I'm not the only one who can say that. You've taught many people not just about tennis, but also about life and everything that goes along with that. So I know that I am very grateful for that, and I'm so incredibly proud of you. I wish I could be there to help you celebrate and to honor you, but I am there in spirit, and just know that I love you so much.
1, 2, 3, stay!
That was a good one, yeah.
And finally, we have one more surprise for you, Barb. Some other special people wanted to be here tonight to help celebrate you. Barb's husband, daughter, and granddaughter. So one last time, for everything that you've done for Plymouth State, our athletic department, and the tennis program, thank you, Coach. And now I'm going to ask Lauren Levine to come to present our final award of the evening, the James J. Hogan Award.
You took way more than 90 seconds, Barb, by the way. Just because you've been coaching 50 years doesn't mean anything. Just kidding. The James J. Hogan Memorial Award is the highest award given by the athletic department. It's presented annually in recognition of a positive and lasting influence on Plymouth State University athletics. Your athletic journey began in the mid-'60s at Beaver Dam High School in Wisconsin, before Title IX was even passed, probably before it was thought of. 37 words, change and opportunity. You competed in the Girls Athletic Association in the sports of field hockey, volleyball, basketball, softball, track and field. You were also a cheerleader, all before Title IX. Women like you made it possible for all to play, to compete, to be a part of something bigger than us, a path to an education and an avenue to develop leadership skills, form lifelong friendships, as well as lasting memories, opening the doors to an infinite amount of opportunities for women everywhere. Fast forward to 2004, where Barb Rolski-Willett took over the Panther women's tennis team and never looked back. Success on and off the court has been a constant in your 18-year tenure. Barb's impact is much greater than just tennis. Instilling community service as a year-round component of her program, giving back to the community, lifting it up and moving it forward. Food drives for the Student Support Foundation, volunteering annually with the Rotary Club, sending holiday cards to service members overseas. They even took time to personally thank all the testing personnel during the height of COVID over in Allwell. The list goes on and on. All done without fanfare and all with the mindset, do something nice and not get caught. This June will mark the 50th anniversary of the passing of Title IX. Tonight, we get to honor a woman who has been part of that evolution of women's athletics. She blazed a trail so we can play. She pushed forward so we can become coaches. A working mom, a fierce competitor, a first-class athlete, even at age 70, a grandmother, a role model, mentor, and coach. A Green Bay Packer fan as well. She's one of the 4 members of the Golden Girls, which she alluded to earlier, and she's been there for all of us. She has transformed what it means to be part of the Panther women's tennis team. And the best way to speak to Barb's spirit and her tenacity is a quote from U.S. soccer great and author Abby Wambach. Her wolf is who she was made to be before the world told her who to be. Her wolf is her talent, her power, her dreams, her voice, her curiosity, her courage, her dignity, her choices, her truest identity. Thank you for all you have done for us. For the woman who got the opportunity to play for you, there's a wolf in every one of them. Thank you, Barb, for giving back in our next James J. Hogan Memorial Award. That's you, Barb. You already used up your 90 seconds. I'm just kidding, Barb.
All right, that's all we have in store for tonight, Barb. There are cupcakes for you in the lobby, though. And for everybody else, before I let you go, a couple of quick announcements. First, at the conclusion of the night, we'd like all of the Panther Award winners to come up to the stage for a group photo. Second, best of luck to our spring sports teams as they wrap up their regular seasons over the next couple weeks and pursue conference titles. And finally, to everybody, thank you for being here tonight. Good luck with exams. Remember, once a Panther, always a Panther. Thank you. Yeah, that worked out. Oh, she's over there. Yeah, she was just looking around.